Skip the basics and AI never pays off. Retailers using AI in order management see 92% higher profit growth, but only after the platforms underneath are unified with accurate, clean data. This week, 5 retailers doing that unglamorous integration work first. Hi, I'm Claire, your host for this week's Retail Reality Check, a podcast on the latest tech installs in retail and consumer product goods, brought to you by IHL Group. Before we dig in, mark your calendar. Our AI Reality Check webinar is this Wednesday, August 26 at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're talking about what AI readiness actually looks like at the store level, and why the next wave of retail transformation is going to be won or lost on investments in infrastructure, data, and edge technologies, not the AI layer itself. The link to register is in the description below. This week's stories all point to the same conclusion. The plumbing matters as much as the promise. Start with Clorox. They're banking on a full ERP migration using SAP S/4HANA Cloud in a $500 million digitization initiative integrates business planning to enhance demand fulfillment and order-to-cash processes, replacing spreadsheet-based operations with more responsive, proactive capabilities. Why does that matter beyond one company's back office? IHL's research on retail execution found that 30% of retailers cite system integration failures as a root cause of inventory inaccuracy. And the sales winners in our data are 71% more likely to flag those failures and actually invest in fixing them. Integration isn't a nice to have, it's a competitive tell. Next, Boody. The apparel brand consolidated 3 Shopify stores and its wholesale operations onto a single NetSuite ERP. And the real test came during Black Friday, when the new system held up at peak volume. IHL found that sales laggards are 22 times more likely to report challenges getting real-time inventory data than best performers. Boody closed that visibility gap before the busiest week of the year, which is exactly the kind of consolidation that separates the retailers who scramble in Q4 from the ones who don't. Then there's Target, which built its own Proxima digital twin to simulate middle-mile inventory flows between distribution centres and stores. Using AI-based modelling, they predicted receive centre flows with 98% accuracy and lifted in stocks by 2.5% in activated food categories. Here's the context that makes that number land. IHL's 2026 retailer survey found that 58% of retailers expect fewer supply chain employees within 2 years, even as store IT spend rises 4.1%. Digital twins like Target's are exactly the kind of tool that lets fewer people manage more flow. A.S. Watson is running the same playbook on the customer-facing side, expanding its NCR Voyix partnership to roll out a cloud-native commerce platform, POS, self-checkout, loyalty and managed services across Watsons, Superdrug, Savers, Kruidvat and Drogas in Europe and Asia. IHL found that retailers using AI and machine learning in order management expect 92% higher profit growth than those who don't. That's the same number we opened with today, and unifying the platform underneath it is the unglamorous work that makes it real. Finally, Jones and Flybuys are modernising their fragmented data estates with Snowflake before layering AI on top for merchandising, loyalty, and customer intelligence. IHL has documented cases where inventory systems reported 92% in-stock performance, while customers actually found the product only 75% of the time, a 17-point trust gap. Rationalizing the data first is what makes any AI layered on top of it actually reliable, rather than confidently wrong. None of this is flashy. It's also exactly where the real returns live. Everyone wants the AI headline. The winners are still the ones doing the integration work underneath it before jumping in the AI headline. Let's move fast through the rest of this week's stories. Talking Rain, the maker of sparkling ice, is running its own ERP stabilization and data foundation project, building out an AI program for tool evaluation and operational integration alongside it. Albertsons launched a Safeway plugin inside ChatGPT, letting shoppers reorder their weekly list, plan meals, and build a cart using natural language before checking out on Safeway's own platform. AutoStore and Amazon signed a global framework for potential future automation procurement, while separately, AutoStore is deploying 85 robots for Foot Asylum through THG Fulfill. Costco entered its first Medicare partnership, teaming with Scan Health Plan on senior-focused insurance offerings that could include pharmacy, vision, and audiology benefits for members. Kroger is expanding its Instacart partnership so customers can combine prescription deliveries with grocery orders through the My Prescriptions program, building on an August launch at Harris Teeter. Ocado and Lotte Shopping launched their first automated fulfillment centre in Busan, South Korea, using AI robot logistics and auto-freezer automation to serve 4 million households. PAR Technology released a 2026 industry report, finding that restaurant diners are increasingly receptive to AI when it actually improves speed, consistency, and personalisation, as long as human support stays easy to reach. Walmart is equipping a store with Symbotic's new Sim Micro back-of-store fulfillment system, using autonomous mobile robots to retrieve totes for high-speed picking, part of a planned rollout of up to 400 automated locations. Sainsbury's is expanding FaceWatch facial recognition to about 200 stores, despite 2 customers being wrongly challenged by staff, with the retailer attributing both incidents to human handling errors rather than false system matches. Home Depot beat Q2 expectations with $47.9 billion in sales and is rolling out nationwide 3-hour express delivery, using more than 2,000 stores as fulfillment hubs. Little Caesars partnered with Coco Robotics to deploy autonomous delivery robots for DoorDash and Uber Eats orders across 4 cities, routing straight from kitchen to curb. And Amazon wants Alexa to look inside your fridge. The new Alexa for Shopping feature uses refrigerator photos, conversations, and purchase history to recommend groceries and automate replenishment, a direct shot at Walmart's grocery advantage. So here's the question worth sitting with this week. Is your team chasing the AI headline or fixing the plumbing that actually lets AI pay off? That's it for this week's Retail Reality Check. Head over to ihlservices.cm for more than 50 additional stories we didn't have time to cover today, plus free white papers on everything from unified commerce to AI readiness. I'm Claire, and we'll see you back here next week.